A lot of good shit came out this year, right? Like, really think about it. There's this. There was Liza P, which was also recently. That game was fucking fantastic. RE4 remake came out this year. That game's great. The Dead Space remake I haven't played, but I hear nothing but good things about it. The incest game. Game of the year. Hogwarts I liked quite a bit. You know, aside from the frame rate inside of the goddamn school itself. Aside from that, I liked that game quite a bit. What else came out this year? I'm interested now. Hang on. What else came out this year? Games of 2023. Street Fighter 6 came out this year. Fucking great game. Had the best single-player mode of fighting games had since Soul Calibur 3. Enjoyed every bit of it. Just move this around so it's not in the way. What else came out? Jedi Survivor? What's the consensus on Jedi Survivor aside from, like, game-breaking bugs? Is that a good game if it just, like, wasn't shoved out the door as fast as it was? Amazing game, great OST. Yeah, this is a good rendition of the RoboCop theme. I like this. Armored Core came out. I have not played Armored Core, but I hear nothing but good things. Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which is just Neo 3, apparently. Metroid Prime Remastered. Mario Brothers Wonder. Hi-Fi Rush came out this year. Atomic Heart came out this year. Octopath Traveler 2 came out this year. Is the System Shock remake out yet? Because that's also listed as 2023. Huh. The Cyberpunk expansion came out this year. Does that count? Apparently everyone says it's better than the main game. I guess that's neither here nor there, huh? There's been a lot of good to great things that came out this year. Final Fantasy XVI. Another game I have not played, but I would very much like to, because I hear nothing but praise. Alan Wake 2 I've seen a bit of. Seems pretty great. Man, there's not enough time for so much quality shit. Everyone says Baldur's Gate 3 is good. Man. People are going to look back very fondly on this year, I think. Like 10 years from now. Everyone's going to go, man, 2023 was fucking great. Pikmin 4 came out this year. Tears of the Kingdom came out this year. How the hell did this much quality stuff come out in such an otherwise garbage year? Surprised I did not see a server member claim Baldur's Gate 3 is fork core. I was down on Baldur's Gate 3 because of the devs getting, like, pissed off about the majority of players just making a generic-looking white dude. And then journos started losing their minds about it being successful. And it's like, okay, it's probably pretty good. Some games that need better optimization than Starfield. I like parts of Starfield more than they deserve. That game really should have scaled back its scale to just be like a solar system or two, and just have the maps on each planet just be the size of the old game maps. The whole appeal of Bethesda's games is just go in a direction and see what weird shit you find. Is there a specific reason so much good shit came out this year? Is anything coming out this month or in December? Is anything of note coming out before the year ends? No? 10 times the size of Fallout 4. 16 times the detail. Really, we deserve none of this? Just announcements. What wonders will Jeff Keighley grace us with this December, Chathany? What wonders may come? The Elden Ring DLC will probably be there, I'll be honest. It probably will be. Announced way too soon. That DLC was announced in February, man. February. Should have just held off on the whole thing. Ugh. I want Jeff to announce Coffin as Game of the Year. Can you imagine? Chathany, look at me right now. Look at Chathany. Chat. I should really, like, put myself back on screen here if I'm going to do this bit. Hang on. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I'm going to put myself back on the... Let me just... If we're going to have this discussion, I need to, like, do this proper. Just a sec. Hang on, I'm coming back, hang on. I need to select the thing, hang on. Just hang on now. Just hang on one solitary moment now. Just hold up. Just hold up. I'm coming back now. I'm coming back now, you hear? Where? I live again. I'm a little bit enlarged, though. Bleh. You ever get to see the legs on this model? In case you've forgotten, this is what they look like. Asymmetrical and everything. These shoes took forever to texture. I hope you appreciate it. Huh. If Jeff makes Andy and Lily Game of the Year, I will kneel. Can you imagine if that show comes around and Andy and Lily gets Best Indie Game and Hogwarts gets Best RPG? Fucking Twitter is gonna lose their minds. Oh, I want it. I want it so bad. It'll be the best. It'd be the best, man! Can you even fathom it? I doubt it'll be on their list of indie games even. No, probably not. I wish. They shouldn't let the public vote in that. They shouldn't allow it. To be perfectly honest with you. They shouldn't be. Not to any extent. Twitter has too much power. People that don't play games have too much power in the voting scene. Twitter would be shut down that time Steve was added to Smash Bros. Also, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is technically indie. Not a snowball's chance. Sucks, I know. What a time to be alive. Thanks for Kino Cop. It's a fucking good game, right? Is this gonna be nominated for anything? What was the cutoff point for Jeff Keighley's Magical Circus? Was it August? Or is it November specifically? Because I wouldn't mind this getting a nomination of some kind, at least. It deserves the extra scene. I hope more people play this, because I have seen a shockingly little amount of coverage from any streamers of note. I remember Sonic Frontiers fans coping that Genshin fans were using bots for Genshin to win when it has 80 million active players. Well, it helps that the Genshin devs bribe their player base. The cutoff point is whenever he likes the number you put on his checks. Very true. Kojima will probably be there to show off some stupid bullshit. Not a lot of streamers playing this game, it's surprising, right? I hope more people give it the time of day. Because I think the only thing that's come up is I think G-Man Lives did a video saying it was good. It's like, whoop-de-fucking-do. Frontier's still under 1 million sales. What's the lifetime sales of Sonic the Hedgehog as a franchise? Because I don't think it's that high, is it? When will Jeff and Kojima come out of the closet? Not soon enough. From what I heard, the Genshin bribe wasn't even that much. I think it was 800 of the in-game currency, something like that. I need another Diet Beppis, excuse me. I need to wheel myself back a bit. Let me just take one of these, hang on. Ugh. Whew. Amnesia the Bunker? Amnesia the Bunker is another one I was interested in. Because I get it's, like, not what the Dark Descent was, because you have a means of, like, fending off monsters and whatnot. It's closer to Alien Isolation, from what I understand. It's funny seeing Sonic fans beefing with other franchises after getting blown the fuck out by Mario. Happens more often than you think. Why is it so difficult to make a good Sonic game? You did it 20 fucking years ago. Ah. Delicious. Going after Mega Man and Rayman instead. Speaking of dead franchises, they didn't bring the Mania team back. Yeah, that's a big problem. It's been a fun time. This was nice. This was pleasant. You know, Chathany, one of these days I'm going to put together that Metal Gear Rising 2 pitch video, and that's going to be like at least a couple hours long. One of these days I'm going to bother to actually start on that. Because I've seen a couple videos like that, and I love them both. One was a guy pitching what a Prototype 3 would be, and the other one was a guy pitching what a new Infamous game would be. And I like both those videos a lot. And I would love to do the same thing for the idea I had for Metal Gear Rising 2. Which I put more thought into that, and I should really get those thoughts down on paper at some point, because I think there's a lot of good to be done there. Superstars basically being Sonic 4 Episode 3. When's my Metal Sonic character action game? Come to think of it, where's my Sonic character action game in general? We could always just make a Static Shock game. Is Static Shock still a popular character? I never hear anyone talking about Static these days. The last time I heard anyone bring up Static in any conversation was when Death Battle did the episode of Static vs. Miles. Static blew Miles out of the fucking water, by the way. It was so cool. It was amazing. Attaboy, Static. That's my boy, Virgil. That mega game Sega is making for $800 million budget, just another Sonic game. I bet you it's just Persona 6. It's probably Persona 6, right? Like, there's nothing else it could be. With the success that P5 had, they're probably just putting everything they have into it. We had a Sonic action game. It was called Shadow the Hedgehog. I kneel. Never forget when they gave us the free VN of Sonic. Apparently that game's well written. I hear good things. Have to be, I imagine? Yeah. Or Todd's Skyrim. There are rumors going around Todd's going to be retiring sometime next year. At least he's going to announce it or something. That's the rumor going around right now. Unsubstantiated. We'll see how that turns out. Persona 6 is not coming until 2025. I mean, if there are only rumors about the money that's going into it now, I assume it's been in production for a bit. I want the bat tits in the next Sonic game. Sex sells Sega. Perhaps. P5 still needs to be milked by P4 was. Well, you see, Rui, there's a flaw in your logic. They can't milk P5 like P4 was, because Persona 4 was good. Anyway, it'll be after Elder Scrolls 6. What are the hopes for Elder Scrolls writing after Starfield came out and had a bunch of stupid bullshit in the environmental storytelling. Not looking forward to it. I'll be honest. Things are a little bit off-key after some things people have found in good old Starfield. Especially with the way some things are modeled. 16,000 polygon mugs. This is the longest I have, talked about nothing in any of these streams in, the 2.5 years I've been doing this. This is nice. We should talk like this more often, Chathany. This is pleasant. This is a good way to fill for time, quite frankly. Nice. Nice. 3 is best. Why did they remake Persona 3? Why did they bother? Who asked? Who asked? Who was asking? Why didn't you remake 1 and 2 before you get onto that? Yeah, I get everyone makes the joke is yeah, what's Persona 1 and 2? It's weird they started as the first 3 games. Both those games are still part of canon. Persona 1 and 2 are very much still part of the same canon as 3, 4, and 5. It's fucking bizarre, man. Demetrius fighting for it for so long. Yeah, and then it started to come true, and he got really pissed off about it the more and more details came out about it. That's what you get. That's what you get, motherfucker. That's what you get for wishing for remakes and not liking the remakes that come out that I like. I hate the bands that you like. I'm thinking about how good RE4 remake was again. And how shit Silent Hill 2 remake's gonna be. That game's gonna be fucking terrible. It's gonna be awful. There is no saving that, man. What were you thinking? Twerk's suffering. We're all suffering. 2 remake the best, 3 the worst. Don't get me started on RE3 remake, man. I did the playthrough. I streamed that game in one sitting, and I was bitching the whole time. Don't make me do it again. I can't relapse on that. Ugh. Chathany, have we talked about Silent Hill Ascension on this stream at all? At all? Because my God in heaven. That might be the worst thing with the name attached to it. It might actually be. With no hyperbole, that might be the worst thing with Silent Hill's name attached to it. What about Silent Hill? Ascension. The Twitch chat integrated, choose your own adventure, point and click, shit puzzles. You need 5,000 more gamer points to read the rest of this note. What were they thinking? Holy fuck! Our expectations for you were low, but holy shit! The Pyramid Head origin story. Apparently that's fake. Apparently that was a lie. Apparently that was never real. That's a false thing they put out. What are you talking about, Chathany? The Pyramid Head origin story is already an ending in Silent Hill Homecoming. I want to die. They were thinking instead of making a game people want, maybe the game people hate, but a few whales will bankroll it. And unfortunately, they did, from what I understand. There's always at least one. Man. How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all your favorite franchises go down in flames? It feels great. Volition shut down earlier this year, too. After, the Saints Row reboot failed spectacularly, as everyone outside of Twitter knew it would. All Ascension had to do was rip off Until Dawn or the Telltale games. I thought that's what that was gonna be. That's what the trailers all looked like to me. And it comes out and it's like, there's Twitch chat spouting every single racial slur you can think of. Oh, goody. This is what Silent Hill is about. Volition was gonna put out a patch for the PC version of Saints Row 2 before they got shut down, and that's apparently in limbo right now. At least get it up to the standard that the 360 version was, you know? Hopefully without the crippling creepypasta bricking your whole system thing that the 360 version has. It's funny you can spam the N-word but can't say Kojima in the Silent Hill chat. That's the best part! You can't even die without fucking up. Man. Do we keep the ball rolling on this? What else is going on? Anything else going on? Am I rambling too much? Should we end? Is there anything else we should talk about while we're here? Ah. You watch any movies? Not anything new. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't exactly watch, like, new movies or new shows. That's not something I particularly do. Like, I watch a new movie, like, once every 2 years, and I watch a new show maybe once every 3. My viewing habits are basically just whatever I find on YouTube. I'll be honest. Apparently GTA 6 finally gets announced next week with trailer next month. Have Rockstar, is there any internal rumors about Rockstar maybe backpedaling from trying to appeal to Twitter? Anything on that? Actual new, or I have never watched it before new? Either, really, now that I think about it. Chat, the last new anime I watched was the first season of Dragon Maid. There's my habits, pretty condensed for you. Huh. Jesus, I know, right? Not even season 2. Which I know. I know, right? Because Ilulu's really hot. So I should probably get on that. Amel did a watch-along for both seasons. Yeah, I was there for the first season, and then I was late to the second one, so I didn't bother joining. Maybe we should ask Amel to redo season 2. There was a site I used many years ago for anime viewing purposes by the name of animefreak.tv. I used it as recently as about 2.5 years ago or something. Because I got, like, legitimately curious about Hero Academia. Just to understand what the hell the hype was about. Was very confused when it was very middling the whole way through. Chathany? If I may ask, why does, like, mediocre nothing get, like, the hottest female designs? My god. Every female in Hero Academia, man. Like, every single one. Dear Christ. Whew. Why is it always mediocre nothing? Soso no Frerin has the same director as Bocchi the Rock. I should watch Bocchi. I want to watch Bocchi. I want to watch Onamai. There's probably other things I'm forgetting. Why did they try and recreate No Russian in Modern Warfare 3 and not Modern Warfare 2? Because they didn't include it in Modern Warfare 2 because they were cowards and were not up to snuff with the people they used to be. Spy Cross Family, that's another one I want to watch. God, Anya's so hot. Should watch Interspecies. I did see some of Interspecies reviewers when it was getting uploaded to Pornhub, and you can still download videos off of that particular site. We used to be a country, a proper country. All the boys in Hero Academia are pretty cute too. Okay, Thief, whatever you say. Ah. This is a fun time all around, isn't it? Dark Gathering is a pretty good horror one. That sounds familiar. Distinct lack of horror anime in recent years, huh? Comes up so rarely. Did that Junji Ito thing ever come out? That might be something I might be interested in seeing, maybe, if it turns out better than the last time they tried that. Hero Academia has great character design, I'll give it that. Like, Deku looks like a pansy up until he has a mask. When he has a mask, it's like one of the coolest designs I've ever seen. Just have him have the mask on 24/7. I don't need to see that guy's face ever again. It hasn't, or are you talking about the Shorts show? I think that's what I'm talking about. Speaking of Junji Ito, I've been meaning to just play more of World of Horror on my own time and try to get used to that game, because I never have. And I'd really like to. Last I heard in the manga, he was an edgy anti-hero. Based. Was mostly bad, but a few okay moments. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Speaking of horror anime, Annie watched Another. I've heard of Another, but I never looked into it much. Delicious. Delicious Beppis. What should we do for the next stream? Should we just get back to the regular schedule? Should we just get back to the regular schedule next stream? Like, honestly, should we? Because it's been a hot minute since we did anything. Sent image to Homestead. What is this? What have you done? Oh yeah, it's fucking cool. That's a cool looking design right there. That's pretty fucking metal. I don't ever need to see Deku's stupid face ever again. That's a good design. That's a good one. It's a pretty good one. What was the regular schedule? Define regular? Terraria, FF7, and I still need to record the things for the Sims 4 finale. So either Terraria or FF7. That or I could do Entropy 02. Voices of the Void. But that's a horror game! That and I do want to do actual playthroughs of some of the things we streamed during the Spookmas. I think I can knock out, Cry of Fear in one more stream. Because I kind of blazed through a good chunk of that game when we did it during the Spookmas. Weird, right? I only did like 2-3 hours of Cry of Fear and I got through the third boss. Any games you can play with chat? I actually don't know. What do you have in mind? Maybe finish the Spookmas unfinished stuff. Because I can knock out Cry of Fear in one more stream, probably. I can probably finish off Blood in 2 or 3 more streams, depending if we play the user-made campaign that everyone likes. You know the one? And Control will probably be the main thing we're going to do on Fridays when we start it again. Can stream that game where you lose if you scream. But Chathany, talking is my job. If I can't make noise, why should I play the game? Also, to be perfectly honest with you, between dogs, neighbors, and the jet noise, I'm pretty sure I would not be able to finish that game outside of my control completely. Underhell? That game didn't even work, man! My back. My back is agony. Unreal 5? I think this is running on Unreal 5, isn't it? That might explain why it's chugging my PC so much a lot of the time. Still pissed about Underhell being so fucked. You know, I realize the devs for that have moved on to, like, actual work, but, would appreciate if someone else took up the mantle to, fix that thing, considering it's one of the more acclaimed mods for Half-Life 2. You'd think someone would try, at least. I'm just saying. We were stuck in the hub world for Underhell, didn't even start, but it was a fun stream. I liked it. I think I found everything there was to find in the house, right? And that took up a good 2 hours, right? About that. And then the game refused to start proper. Didn't even get to see the Dollar General Fear gameplay. I really want to play Fear again. There is one singular mod for Fear, Chathany, and that's basically a weapons pack. But hey, good enough reason. Chathany, if you can figure out a way for me to, like, run the Steam version of Fear in, like, windowed mode, 1280 by 720, let me know. Because that game, like, only launches in full screen. And the trick that I use to get Max Payne running in windowed mode doesn't work for Fear, for whatever reason. Ever tried Fear and Hunger? I've heard of Fear and Hunger, but I haven't looked into it at all. Analog Horror Stream when? Whenever Sen agrees to do a watch-along with me. I'm pretty sure it has a windowed mode. It has the options for other resolutions, but it stays in full screen. Which is annoying as sin, quite frankly. Just make Twerk do it. I don't think Twerk and I have had a vocal conversation once in the 3 years I have been in that server. That'd be a weird way to start. Sen seems too smart for that. Well, yes, but then I get to laugh at him for getting scared by ghost dinosaurs. He yelps every time someone subs to him. Every single time. The ghost raptors would make him lose sleep. Toddbot, rate me right now, grabbing Sen and forcing him to the server. I debated if I should send him an invite or not. I don't know if he'd gel well with the way the vocabulary we have in that server works. I don't know. I legitimately don't. I shouldn't talk about the noises Sen makes. Why, Thief? Why? Tell us. Tell us why, Thief. Inform us. Can we watch the flesh turtle right now? You want to watch the flesh turtle right now?